Fitness has been my passion since I was 11 years old. When you spent your life bringing the lab to the gym, there's no such thing as bro science. Hundreds of studies conducted, thousands of articles written, and techniques continuously tested. There are no variables, just results. I'm Dr. Jim Stoppani.
The purpose of today's back workout is to start the workout with basic multi-joint exercises. Then we move along into single joint exercises, and then we go back to the multi-joint exercises. So basically what you're doing here is you're starting when you're fresh and strong with the heaviest weight you can to place more overload on those muscle fibers. Then as the workout progresses and fatigue kicks in, you move to more what we call isolation exercises or single joint exercises, which is a form of pre-exhaust. So you're pre-exhausting those muscle fibers, which helps to ensure that they're fatigued when you hit muscle failure. The first exercise for this back workout is the bent over barbell row. You're gonna do 2 sets. The rep range is gonna be 8 to 10 reps, shooting for a weight that allows you to reach muscle failure between that 8 to 10 rep range on the first set. To do the bent over barbell row properly, you wanna stand about a shoulder width to hip width stance. You can even take a bit of a wider grip on the bar. The wider you go on the bar with both the row and the pull down tends to focus more on those upper lats because the elbows move out to the side. I prefer doing these from the floor and letting the bar touch each time to relieve some of the stress on my lower back. It's what I kind of call a power row, where you're allowing your legs to help a little bit to explode the bar up off of the floor. But as you'll see, I keep my knees slightly bent, maintaining the arch in the back, and bringing the bar all the way up to the midsection and getting a nice contraction in the top. You can rest anywhere from about 1 to 2 minutes between sets. If you keep your rest period nice and short, you want to get in and out of the gym, shouldn't take you more than an hour tops. The second exercise is the one-arm dumbbell row. You're gonna do 2 sets here for 10 to 12 reps per set. I'm a bit of a stickler on form. You'll see a lot of people bringing it up to their chest. I prefer bringing the dumbbell closer back towards the hip and allowing the elbow to come up as high as possible, even holding it at the top just for a second to really focus on contracting the lats and using those lats. I am also a big believer in using wrist straps, as you'll see throughout this workout on all the pulling exercises. And with the dumbbell row, I like to use an open grip where my thumb isn't wrapped around the bar. I've got the wrist straps on, and my thumb is on the same side as my fingers, basically turning my hand into a hook, which allows me to focus more on the lats pulling versus squeezing the dumbbell, which gets you to engage more of the biceps and the forearms to pull the dumbbell up versus the lats. Third exercise is the wide grip pull down. This is done with your standard overhand grip. You're gonna be doing 2 sets here. The rep range is 12 to 15 reps per set. I pull it down towards my chest. You don't necessarily have to go all the way to the chest, but you wanna pull the bar as close to your chest as you can while focusing on using the lat muscles versus pulling it with your arms. So you pull it down towards the chest, bring it back up nice and slow, and repeat for reps. Fourth exercise is basically one of the only single joint exercises that you can do for the back, and this is the straight arm pull down. This version is done with a rope. Now you're gonna be doing 2 sets again, just like all exercises in this workout. Here the rep range is 15 to 20 reps per set. Now the reason I like using the rope here is it sort of forces you to use more of the lats. Each arm is independent of the other one with the rope, and the rope allows you to pull the weight further back because you can bypass your hips as you pull it down, getting a bit of a longer range of motion, which helps to target those lower lats Now what you notice here is you've basically bypassed the midpoint of the workout. So now we're going in the opposite order from here on out, going from the single joint exercise back to those multi-joint exercises. So here starts the pre-exhaust of the workout. The fifth exercise is the straight arm pull down again, but this one is done with a straight bar. Again, 2 sets. The rep range stays the same as the fourth exercise, 15 to 20 reps per set. With the straight bar, you're gonna keep a fairly wide grip. I prefer using a standard pull-down bar and going a bit wider than shoulder width on the bar. You really wanna focus not on using your arms to pull the bar, but using your lats to pull the bar down to your thighs. And in the bottom position, when the bar is touching your thighs, you really wanna focus on contracting those lats before you allow the bar to come back up again. Sixth exercise is the reverse grip pull down, 2 sets, and we're back at the 12 to 15 rep range. With the reverse grip, you're gonna take about a shoulder width grip on the bar. There's no real reason to go any closer. It doesn't help to focus more on the lats. All it does is tend to stress the wrist a bit more. Stick with about a shoulder width grip and you'll find that's the most comfortable. You're gonna bring the bar down to your chest, contract the lats before you allow the bar to slowly return back to the top position. Now the difference between the overhand wide grip and the reverse grip is the overhand grip targets more of the upper lats. The reverse grip, because if the elbows move towards the front of the body and stay closer to the sides as you come down, reverse grip hits more of the lower lats. Seventh exercise is the incline dumbbell row. You're gonna be doing this exercise for 2 sets, just like all the others, and now we're back to that 10 to 12 rep range as we did with the one arm bent over dumbbell row. This version of the row helps to better isolate the lats, if you will, because it removes any ability to really cheat on the exercise. You're lying face down on an incline bench and you're relying on your lats and arms to pull the weight up. So you're gonna have to go a bit lighter than you're used to going. You wanna do this nice and slow, really focusing on contracting those lats to pull up the dumbbells, holding it in the top position, getting a good contraction before you lower the dumbbells back to the start. The eighth and last exercise finishes off with 2 sets of the reverse grip bent over row. Rep range is back at the 8 to 10 reps per set. Much like I discussed with the pull down, the reverse grip barbell row brings the elbows closer in towards the side as you come up. That helps to focus more on the lower lats. If you have any questions about this program for me, or questions about any of my programs, be sure to get me at my body space or on Twitter. And for more videos and articles like this, keep coming back to Bodybuilding.com.